What's up, YouTube? AJDT fam, subscribers, Discord members. What is going on today? How is everyone doing tonight, Sunday Night Live? Welcome to the channel and the show. We're just getting pumped and started here. Got a lot going on tonight. Some stuff happening here at home too that we're trying to get squared away. So all kinds of stuff happening. Let's see. We got John. What's up, John? Lynn is in the house. We got several people live already in here, and let's see. Where's our clock timer? 7:57. All right, let's go to the spy and see what happens here. Let's go to the 15 minutes. All right, we're here. Obviously, nothing going on yet. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with the market opening up tonight. Honestly, I know that I got a notification from Webull that told me that futures trading was down. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I just realized the mic was far off here. Futures trading is down for me, so I can't do any trading. I'm just actually looking right now to see if there's a different node on here. Um, Give me 1 second here. All right. But anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens on there. Hey, Paulette. We also have, let's see, the Rams versus Seahawks games going on right now. If you didn't know, if you're following football, the New England Patriots are on their way to the Super Bowl again. I'm not a New England Patriot fan. I kind of like to see the other teams go to the Super Bowl after the Patriots having so many opportunities going. But hey, we'll see what happens. At least it's not Kansas City. Now, I don't know if there's any Kansas City fans in the house, but I'm sorry. um, but I will tell you, I was watching Receiver and Quarterback on Netflix with my son, and those were really good shows. Kind of gave you a little glimpse into their lives. But what's up, Jai? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have everybody in here. Yeah, we got a bunch of people that jumped into the live. So, all right, let's see what happens here. We have got less than a minute left before we see what is going to happen with the S&P 500. I'm excited to see because, as you may know from watching my videos from last week or being with me in the Discord, I've got puts on APLD. I mean, I'm a huge APLD fan, love APLD. It's my personal ATM machine, but I'm learning to also enjoy it on the downside. And I think that we're going to see a pullback on it. But I think we see a bit of a pullback and then a launch because I posted some stuff in the Discord this past weekend. Um, you know, basically showing that APLD is in a potential bull flag consolidation, and then it's going to rocket. And if it looks similar to ScanDisk, it has a very similar pattern as that one does. All right, let's see where we're at here. It's 8 on the dot. What do we got? Give it to us, Spy. Oh my goodness. So look at this. A drop and a pullback up. All right. Well, that's a little scary. That's a little scary. So look at the size of that candle down. Yeah. So we're down. We're down. Let's see what happens here. And APLD is running down. So my goodness, my puts are paying out right now, even though the options don't play during the aftermarket overnight. I just need it to hold and keep dropping a little bit so I can cash out and be done with it for the day tomorrow. But they're good till Friday, so I think we're going to see a drop there. 37. Ooh, I'm right on target with my put target, $37 strike. But let's see, S&P 500 pulling down, everybody, pulling down. All right, let's go see. I think we got some questions here in the comments. Let's look at those. Where do I think it's going given the circumstances for next week, such as Japan trade and the government shutdown? I know these are all things, honestly, that are just noise in the market, right? I mean, they continue to hit us. It's like we can't go a few months solid without having something silly happening. We had the whole thing with the tariffs. We have the whole thing with, Greenland. We have potentially moving ships into Iranian water space. The U.S. moving into Iran. I mean, there's so many things happening in the news that have the potential for some good runs on certain things. Energy, materials, right? USAR, MP, SMR, Rigetti, all good things to be looking at. On the downside, though, obviously, look at the market right now. It just opened up. The S&P 500 is reacting to the news from the weekend. It's reacting to, the volatility. It's reacting to uncertainty. And we're down. 680, 652 was the drop. 680, 670 right now. I think we see 685 by the morning. And that's a prediction. That's my opinion. That is not, not for sure. But just look at what it's doing, where it's down there already. So Ravi's in the house. What's up, Ravi? Glad to have you in there. Yeah, we got a bunch of people in the live. So let me see if I can pull this up for you real quick here. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it because it's not going to show you. No, it's not going to show you. It's not going to show you. So I cannot do that. And hang on, let me get back to what I was doing. So stand by here because I think you're all still seeing my chart. All right, yeah. No, I'm not going to be able to do it. I thought I could bring it over. I got to remember every time to make sure I do that. So let me pull this up on here and tell you what I got going on. So stand by. I'm going to go into Discord and pull my notes from what I shared because I wanted to share it with you. Boop, boop. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of speculation about APLD hitting above $40. So we'll see. I think it's still absolutely a chance for it to target back to 30. I think we back test to $36 and then we're going to see this continuation. But remember, I have been talking about for a while potentially a pullback to $30 to $32. So we're going to see what happens with some of this market rotation based on all the negative news we have going on right now. Here, let me see. Member charting. Oh, we got some good stuff in there. We got some good stuff in the member charting area of the Discord. Thank you, guys. So basically, what ABLD looks like right now, and let's just go to it. Let's go to the silver chart, and I wanted to show this to you. And I'm going to go to the daily. Wow, look at silver. Holy smokes. 97, almost $97. Yeah, USAR is running. Let's look at USAR. I've called that one out in Discord, and a lot of people are talking about it right now because it's a winner. Look at the gap up on USAR, 29.49 from $24.67 high at the market close on Friday, and now it's all the way up here at 20. It's going to hit $30 tonight. Silver. I mean USAR. Sorry, USAR. Getting them mixed up. But let's go back to silver for a minute. SLV. And what I want to share is if we go to the daily, okay, what you see here is potentially, let me pull up my other chart here so I have this explanation here. CFTs. Hold on a second here. Okay, yeah. Man, that's just nothing but up run on silver. My goodness, look at this thing. Down, up. Wow, this is incredible. Yeah, this is pretty incredible. But give me 1 second. It's kind of hard when I can't share it with you directly from what I put on Discord. It's a little bit tough. I got to remember to do that. Okay. All right. Well, let's go to APLD real quick here because it's not pulling up right for me here. All right. So what I believe, all right, and it's very similar to the scan disk, which was the other one. Oh, I got lights flashing in here. That's weird. Turn off that light. I don't know what's going on here. It's like a discotheque in here. That was odd. Um, Okay, bear with me. So weird. I got like lights flickering. I got all kinds of crazy stuff going on right now here. Jai's got 17,000 shares on APLD when you got in at $29. How to play it? How you play it? Hold on for dear life and let me know what time you're coming to pick me up in the Lambo because you're going to be making some fat money from it. Fire money. Sorry, fire money. So anyway, silver. This is about the same place silver was. Silver was in a situation where it was called out in about November last year, and at the same time, and silver went to $100. APLD is now in this bull flag stage, and I am confident. I mean, it showed us basically here on this pump that it wants to get above, wants to break this 39.50, get to that $40 high, and keep going. The RSI looks good. Everything looks good on it. Even though we're going to pull back right now, which, like I said, it just broke what 36.73 is where it is right now. So it's lower than where it closed on Friday, which is for me is good because I got puts on it. But this is not a long-term thing for me. I don't trust or believe in any way I should be living in any type of puts on APLD because it's going to run, it's going to pump. So, um, Ravi asks about recovering. Which one are you talking about recovering, Ravi? Yeah, I wouldn't play options if you don't know how to play options. I mean, I took a significant loss on Netflix last week, um, verbally and mentally getting over it. All my lights are dying out on me here. Don't know what's going on here. I got Light City, but all right, let's go ahead and let's hit this. Let's look at the best day trade list. Let's kind of see what the rest of the market's doing right now. All right, so Tesla's pulling down big time. AMD down, Nvidia down. Yeah, this is a down market opportunity. Now, will it turn by morning? That's the question, right? Will the market turn around by morning? I don't know if it's going to turn around. I think we might be running a little bit red. And when we look at futures, okay, let's let this adjust because this is obviously giving us the Friday close. When we look at futures and everything's down right now, and of course Weeble may be down. This may not be true accurate numbers right now, so I don't know if I can actually say this is the real deal. All right, well, let's stick with the stocks. Let's go back through here. APLD. All right, it's down but holding here. I'm gonna go to 15 minutes, get a little cleaner run line on it. SMCI down, everything's down. HIMS is down. BMNR is not a 24-hour. SoFi. All right, so SoFi, listen, SoFi even had a green pump and it went down $25.42. Small pump from where it closed, but still down a little bit. QBTS, I mean, it shows a nice green candle right now, but from bottoming out $25. Rigetti's one I'm interested to see, right? Down. SMR is big time down. Cypher is not 24 hours. EOSC is not 24 hour. Wolf, ONDS not 24 hours. QUBT is 24 hours and it is down. Everything is down right now. This whole market is down right now. Wow. This is going to be an interesting day tomorrow. S&P 500, that's what he's asking about, Robbie. The S&P 500, did it recover? Let's go to S&P 500 and take a look and see if we're recovering. I mean, it's not recovered. It's back. It's down. It's green. It's pulling up. We got a little bit of a push on it, but it is down. If it runs horizontal through the night, 685 in the morning. That's my prediction. 685. Yeah, I'm just kind of watching this. Let's look at the QQQ. Let's see. The QQQ is going to be down with SPY. Yep, down. Yeah. So this is going to be a very interesting market day tomorrow. This is not a very exciting video, I'm going to be honest with you, because we're not pumping, we're not excited up, we're not green as can be. This is not your typical look. TLT is up significantly, right? That's good. When the SPY's down, TLT is going to run. People could be making money in there right now. Way up. Look at this. Energy Fuels, Serve Robotics, not 24 hours. SoundHound is 24 hours and it's down. So everything's down. I'll tell you what I did want to look at. I want to look at the drone stocks because, yeah, they're even down. Drone stocks are down. Katos, UMAC, RCAT, Joby is down. Archer is down. All right, everybody needs to put their seatbelts on. It's going to be an interesting day tomorrow. Let's see. Josh, I accept good vibes from you. You're a good man. Thank you for all your... Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Really do. Really do. We probably won't keep this thing going long tonight because it's a down night, right? It's a down night. Well, we got to see what it does tomorrow. I will tell you, focus on USAR. Don't sleep on this one because USAR. All right. I mean, look how it's already up. I should have done a buy order, but it wouldn't even gotten filled if I did a buy order for USAR for tonight when the market opened, because I did not get into it before the market closed. I would have missed it. I would have never filled. Look at that gap up. Look at Boyle. The Discord. Remember, I called out to everybody a couple weeks ago. Boyle, keep your eyes on Boyle. $32.24 tonight. Look at this thing. Wow, nice pump. Let's go to MP Materials Corporation. Boom. Look at the material. See, this is what it's all about for when Trump talks about energy or talks about materials. He talked about a huge investment, probably the most significant investment the government's going to make in USAR, but everything is going with it. That's the thing. Everything is running with it. Give me 1 second here. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. I just got some other stuff. I'm on call tonight, so I got some other stuff going on. I'm trying to focus on too. Poet. Is Poet a 24-hour stock? No, it's not. Open Door is not. BBAI way down. Yeah, this is not fun. This is not fun. But I'm gonna have fun with my APLD puts tomorrow. At least I hope so. Lord Jesus, help me with those so I can get out and move on. And then I'll buy some long dated calls because absolutely 100%. And I know we're not talking about options, but so USAR tomorrow. It's a great question, Argera. Great question. USAR tomorrow. I'm probably going to be waiting in the morning to see what this does for you overnight. Because look, we got another green candle that just opened up on the 15-minute, and actually we've had in the 5-minute we've had 3 green candles up here that are just stagnant. They're not going anywhere. It hit this 29.49 area and it is holding there, right? Because it is about, it's about 8:15. So we're talking, this is our 4th candle. This will be our 20-minute run. It's just holding there. I'm going to kind of wait and see if there's a little bit of a pullback tomorrow. And then chances are I may either buy some shares on a pullback or I may do a call, and I'm not sure what that's going to be. I also always worry because I need to kind of look at the daily and see what's happening here. So you can see, look at this daily on it, right? If you consider this, our levels on this right here, right? We have a top level here. Okay, we're just gonna play the level game real quick, and this is a very basic. You got a bit of the gap is already filled here, so we can't call that a gap fill. So the prior day, because this is the prior day close, is here. If we break above the prior day high, that wick, then it's going to continue this upward momentum. And I believe USAR is going to continue this upward momentum regardless, unless there's some crazy bad news and say it's rumor and the government's not taking any stake in USAR. or it ends up being something that was false, then potentially it could drop and pull back down to this level here. But I already have this $14.53 level here, $17.80 level here. Those are probably the last times we were kind of understanding the levels, and it's already way above that. It's gonna have to get through here because you can see this is multiple points on the daily. It's going to have to break through here for continuation. If it breaks up and through here then it is a continuation, and it's a great play. The other one that a lot of people are talking about is Service Now, and a lot of people, you see, I charted this out over the weekend for Discord, and this is my crazy, lines. This is not like any strategy or anything, nuts. Um, this is just how I look at it. I want to see the downtrend, right? I get this point up here, I bring it to the bottom, and then I turn around and I run it to the top based on the current trend. And you can see this. I'm following the wicks. There's really no secret here. I'm following the wicks on this line right here and making this as if it's a support line. You can see that on Celsius too. And just as an example for you that are looking at this for the first time, look, I did the exact same thing for Celsius, and look how it followed this level, right? It used it as support, it dropped, it used it as resistance, it went back to support. It's still in support. Friday's close still held it above support. There's still room in Celsius, and I'm still in Celsius because I told everybody 57 was my target. Yes, I hit 57 like 3 times, and I didn't get out of it. So we'll see what happens, but I think Celsius is gonna do very well. Now though is the same thing. It's the start of that. So you could say I would watch it for a day or two, and if you continue to hold and it's an upward trend pattern on this line right here, and I may need to adjust this line right here, it's got to get back to this gap fill. Okay, this is where it's going right here. It's going to hit this yellow line, $171.58. It's at $133 right now. All right, 133.26. So there's good potential for this to run up. Let me look at some of the comments we got here. Josh, why do we have to go with this market panic every freaking Sunday night because of this? I'm sitting in the Oval Office. All right. So, I'm not going to share any type of politics stuff. It doesn't matter who you voted for. It doesn't matter who you follow. It doesn't matter who the president is. The market's still the market. You can make money in a down market. You can make money in an up market. You can make money with a Joe Biden in office, with a Donald Trump in office, or a Mickey Mouse in office. It doesn't make a difference. I might actually run for president. I'm thinking I may run for president. I don't know if I can get as many votes as I need, but I might run for president just because sitting in the Oval Office is probably a lot of fun and very cool. There's a lot of work that goes to it as well, but it's it's not so much if everybody sort of just realized what could come out of the Oval Office, what could come out of the White House, the administration, then they wouldn't be panic selling all the time because I call it two things, Jai. I call it panic sell and panic buy, right? It's like the fear of missing out or the fear of losing out. Everybody's either in one way or the other. And so we're either panic selling everything, which is what happened to APLD the other day when it just kept dropping. And then everyone's like, oh my gosh, we actually have good news. We actually broke ground in a southern state, which they still haven't announced it will be Louisiana yet. So, which is kind of weird, right? But I don't know. No, don't apologize. Don't apologize. You can be frustrated. Like I said, it's not about politics. I get it. I totally understand. I get a little bit frustrated too when I see some of the things, come out in the news, in the media, social media, and I share them with the Discord. I share them, with the group just to say, hey, heads up, Canada and China might be negotiating something together. So now there's potential we're going to have 100% tariff on Canada because that way they can't bring Chinese product through Canada into the US, say at 40% tariff, whatever it is. I mean, I totally get it. At the end of the day, though, you got to kind of ignore all the noise because, Jai, the one question I would ask you is, what can you control, bro? What can you control personally with all the noise in the White House, all the noise in the government, politicians? What can you control? The only thing you control is your account, your decision making, your education, your experience, your level of where you want to be or you need to be in the market, what decisions you make to buy, sell, etc. That's what you can control. And that's what you should focus on. Be a subject matter expert at your trading style and your trading goal and educate yourself. And I try to ignore some of it, but you can't ignore all of it because listen, At the end of the day, look at MP, look at USAR, look at all these stocks that are running like wildfire right now because of Trump. I mean, listen, because of those tweets, this is what's happening with USAR right now. Let me go back to the 15-minute. Look, okay, that's what happened because of that. So if I had seen that Friday, right before the market closed, before 8 p.m., I would have bought USAR. I would have made a position in here, good, bad, or indifferent, just for this right here. $5 per share. All right. So, and got out. I would sell right here and be done with it for now and watch it to see what happens. Because who knows what could happen tomorrow morning or through the pre-market tomorrow morning. All right, sorry about that. Had to launch a text here and something else going on. All right. So let's see here. Let's go back to, oh, there were some other ones in here. Oh, Amazon. Amazon. Listen, Amazon, look at that on the 50-minute. Amazon had a horrible pullback too here. But Amazon right now, there's a lot of positive speculation to this continuation, this up green continuation. So keep your eye on that. But I will tell you what everyone is sort of going crazy about right now. And I'm shocked I don't have it easily accessible in there. But Google. Okay, here's what's happening with Google right now. And I'm just going to kind of give you the nitty gritty, nothing fancy. Um, Google has basically come out and said 100% we do not need NVIDIA for chips. We are our own world with our own setup, our own systems. We don't need NVIDIA. Google stock, okay, because, and I'm even considering this right now, right? I'm looking at, I love ChatGPT. But I'm looking at Google's version of that, which I forget what it's called right now. Maybe somebody throws it in the chat for me. But they have their own type of chat GPT, and I'm going to be looking to understand if there's a difference in that. But you got to keep your eye on Google because of the fact that they've made these announcements that they are not depending on Nvidia. There is some uprun here. I think it's 346 is the run we're looking at. I mean, just look at the uptrend, even with days of down. This is like nothing but uptrend, long term, right? Long term. Pretty incredible looking. Even just this last couple months, okay, from December 17th through January. This continuation is beautiful. So keep your eye. There it is, Gemini. Thank you, Jai. And Jim Cramer, I see there's a comment here about Jim Cramer tweeted Amazon's a buy. Okay, thank you, Jim Cramer. I used to watch Jim Cramer a lot, and I had found Jim Cramer is a lot about, you know, Jim Cramer is a lot about the hype and being crazy and being known for that on his show. I don't follow him as much anymore because I have played out some of his plays, things he's called out, and he's kind of following everybody else. So I just be very careful with Jim Cramer. But thank you for calling that out, Jai. I'm glad I'm on the same caliber level with Jim Cramer. I need a TV show. I need a real TV show then, I guess. All right. Well, listen, everybody. Let's go back to the spy real quick. Oh, Iron. Let's look at Iron together. Iron, because there was a question about Iron in there. I don't want to miss it. Let's see. My outlook on Iron is a possible setup for tomorrow. Yeah, Iron looks good. Here's the thing about Iron, though. See, I have it set up the same way, right? I've got my triangles and my lines and all that. I don't have a gap to fill on Iron. You could say this top high, though. So, you know, it's definitely at a spot right now that has multiple resistance points. Okay. This is a very, very challenging spot right here. We'll give it to the top of those. So it's got to hold this line, and it has already continued to hold it. I don't remember when I did this iron line because it's been a while. And look, I put my arrow. My arrow was showing it was, I think, down here when I was sharing it with somebody else. All right, obviously now we're up here. So I think IREN continues to run up. How did it do on Friday's market? I think it had yeah, it did. Look at that. Look at this uptrend day. I don't know. I don't know. I would expect a little bit of pullback tomorrow morning first. I could be totally wrong, right? Um, but you have after a solid day like this, look at this day and this day right here. It both hit this 58.75 resistance point. So think about this for a minute, okay? Hard up, hit it, and then it rejected down. Came, tried to fight back up, rejected down. Up, big rejection down. Up, rejected down. All the way up here, you tell me. What do we think is going to happen to IRN tomorrow? I think you're gonna see another pullback day tomorrow in IRN. So yes. Hey Antonio, what's up, brother? Absolutely. Let's take a quick look at NVTS together and just see what's going on there. NVTS. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay. NVTS. Let's pull up NVTS on here. So NVTS already had this pretty significant pullback down. And look what it did. I've got this level set at, what is this, 10? What are we at here? 10. Oh, that's my box point. Here. That's my box point. Let's go ahead and put a level down here. Right there. All right, 1001. 1001. So we're going to call $10 basically the support level. And look what it did on the prior day. Look, it held there. It held there. It dropped below, came back, right? So 1001. It's at 1006 right now. Yep, it's at 1006. And it did drop all the way down and pull back up. So 1006. So there's a chance that this thing could turn and run back up tomorrow, NVTS, but it's a semiconductor. I'm just going to tell you all, listen, all of the tech stocks and semiconductors and things, I would just let you know right now to be careful right now. There is a lot of market rotation in the money towards energy, materials, things like that. So just be cautious. The other thing you have to know is we're getting ready to go into big earnings. We got big earnings coming up here in February. All the S&P 500 stocks are going to be calling out their earnings calls. So there may be some significant ups. There may be some pullbacks. You're going to have to keep an eye on that and be very, very careful in that. Yeah. So I don't know if that's enough for you on NVTS, Antonio, but it looks like as long as it holds $10, if we can stay above $10, then and you have to kind of gauge it through the overnight into the pre-market for the morning. Let's see what happens with it. But all right, well, listen, let's see. We still got a bunch of people in here. So thank you so much for being here. If you are new here to the channel, thanks for checking us out. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for coming in and checking out the live. If you're interested in the Discord, there is a link down below that you can go ahead and get in the Discord with us and join. So you start fresh tomorrow morning, Monday morning with us. We are nonstop texting about plays, what's going on. I also share the levels. I will be sharing some levels tonight. For those of you that are in the Discord, many of you that are in here tonight are Discord members. Thank you for being part of the live. I love you guys so much. God bless each and every one of you for participating and helping to keep this thing rolling. I'm going to send some levels. So text me in the Discord if there are any stocks that you want. I know already NVTS for Antonio, IREN. We're gonna do Celsius again. We're gonna do now NOW. Obviously APLD, APLX, the SPY. Those are the ones I'm going to be charting tonight. Once I get through the noise of all this other nonsense I got going on in my real world life. But anyway, thank you so much. Have a great night. Appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you. Thank you to you, Lynn, Paulette, John, Antonio, Jai, everybody that's been here with us. God bless you. See you tomorrow in the Discord. Josh out. Peace.